Richard Southern joins us now from the 680 News Business News Center. And Richard, it's something we don't give a lot of thought to, the music that plays at stores and restaurants kind of in the background. Apparently some of it is being played illegally.
Most of it highly illegal indeed, Tina. A new interesting study out today. It found that, in most businesses, most small businesses are not paying the rights fees to that music that you hear are there for, depriving composers, producers, and editors of the money they're entitled to. The Leger poll found 77% of small businesses, the background sound they played, only 11% or 77% didn't pay the rights fees for it. Canadian law states that if you play music in a business, you must obtain authorization and a license from the rights holder. Almost two-thirds of businesses, I found this interesting, Tina, two-thirds played the radio in their shops, and maybe they thought that was, above board, but in fact the store owner must still pay the rights, even if they have the radio on. So who knew about that? Another
I'm so
fee
surprised to hear that. That seems so unusual. I mean, everyone plays the radio, it seems.
All the more reason to maybe put 680 News on your business. I'm terrible. I know it's a horrible plug, Tina, but it's true.
Shameless one. That's
terrible.
Okay. Now, on to the fast food wars. KFC was teasing a big menu update. Do we know what they were teasing at?
Yeah, this is what we saw last week, ads all over the place, and now it was revealed today, Tina, that it was actually a combination of KFC teaming up with Frito-Lay to come out with chicken tenders coated with barbecue chips. Quite the Canadian concoction, don't you think?
That sounds pretty interesting,
so
I'll say.
Being a good journalist that I am, I actually had to try one today since I'm going to talk about it on the TV. And, wasn't that bad. Did find it a little on the salty side. $6.99 for a three-pack, Tina. Coating foods and other foods is kind of an in thing in the food business now. Be it Cheetos, Flaming Hot flakes or cereal. You're seeing food makers coat their foods with other familiar type flavors. So that's kind of the in thing right now.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a last-ditch effort to try to reinvent some of these different meals. But
that's true.
Did you enjoy it, though, overall?
It was okay, like I say, a little bit salty. But you make a good point. You're taking an existing product and you're putting something else on it to try and reinvent it. So that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, it doesn't seem fair. Now, the company that has reinvented electronic vehicles may be reinventing the car horn, Richard.
Well, this was really interesting. It was Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, tweeting about this last night. He said, you'll be able to replace the horn sound with other sounds on your Tesla. In place of the horn, he said, could be the sound of a goat. He also suggested that you could replace the horn with the sound of flatulence, Tina, which...
That sounds really confusing and like a huge distraction while
very
you're
much.
driving.
Very, very rude indeed. He also said he's open to the idea of drivers uploading their own personalized sound clips to be used in place of the horn sound. So that could be quite confusing, as you say, hearing all sorts of sound clips around the city, Tina.
Yeah, definitely. What are the chances that'll actually come to fruition, though?
That's the thing. He's known, Mr. Musk, for tweeting about all sorts of things. Sometimes he's even been fined millions of dollars for doing just that. So whether or not he's serious, we don't know, but interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so last thing, a check on gas prices and any other stories, Richard, that you'd like to preview.
Tina, no change for the price of gas is expected tonight. It's going to hold steady. And coming up just after 6:30, we're going to show you a video. It's a new way Glenn Livett has come up with of consuming scotch. You got to see it straight ahead on City News.